And away we go. You see, looks like Carroll's army over here. I believe he's the Spanish. Yep, the Spaniards. And then on the other side, we have Calmmist. What is that, Portugal? No, what is that? Prussia, okay. And we don't know what the other guys are yet.
Can you see anything right now?
I can see you guys. I cannot see the enemy.
I wonder how it knows that what side you're going to be looking at.
I don't know. It's weird. Maybe it's because you started it.
Yeah, but this game don't know we're friends.
Something's glitched. You got a cavalry behind the enemy.
Yeah, that's not a glitch. That's a guerrilla.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you could do that.
Which is historically accurate.
All right, here we go. They're all English. I'm not going to give you guys any clues, so I just want to see this battle. Good luck. All right, so just so you guys know out there, I pushed to talk, so they cannot hear me unless I push the button, and you'll hear the bukunk, the sound.
No clues are needed, sir.
Yeah, you'll hear the sound of the mouse click, and these guys have no idea. I've never seen this tactic before, but Carroll has cavalry behind the enemy lines, and I don't even know if they know it. All right, looks like...
Oh, he brought rockets. Ain't that lovely?
Isn't that against the rules?
Yeah. That's all right.
Here comes Calmmist across the water there.
Tommy, charge your cav to their left.
And then Carroll's on the other side.
Actually, send 2 to the right. Get his artillery on the right, and send 2 more on the left. You get what I'm...
There's General Grievous in front of Kami, and then we have Albert Oswald on the left. Kami's already on the move.
I can't hit the key button and look at the screen too, Carroll.
Oh, okay.
All right, looks like Carroll's coming over to assist Calmmist. He's not going straight across, so it looks like they're going to come across as one unit. It's an interesting tactic. They all have to get across this land bridge, but it looks like Kami's coming across really fast.
Send 2 left, 2 right.
Yeah, already did it.
Let's get in there and see what these boys are doing here. See if we can get down at their level. All right, we're looking at the English straight ahead.
No, Kami, not through the town.
There's Kami. He's got his Jaggers.
Go ahead now. You're already pot committed.
The English were not supposed to bring rockets to this battle, but they did. That's fine. I say that. I don't know that that's fine. We'll see how it works. Oh, look, Carroll's already on the move with his cavalry in the back. The question is, do they know? They're probably thinking, where the hell did this guy come from? Let's get in there and check it out. And they are on the general already. And also going after the artillery. That's a very smart move. So already Carroll is throwing this English army into turmoil with one unit. And they're taking a pounding. It's going to be interesting. When's he going to bring this other guy in? At the same time, the English are lining up for a fight.
Tommy, move your arc or your.
And that cavalry's already used up.
Left,
And here comes his other unit.
You're about to get lit up with my cannons. Go around, but bucket firing through your calves.
So you see, he's going to this other artillery here. We'll see if they're prepared for this. Unlike the other side, these guys have no units to protect them. Looks like Calmmist is also sending in cavalry, and the English are backing up, trying to find a better position. These cannons are fodder. Look at this. This cavalry regiment is just chewing them to pieces. And it looks like the English have gotten into box formation
Cross all your men.
and trying to hold off Kami's cavalry there. Kami, you can see cavalry up ahead as well. And Carroll just took out all 3 of those artillery pieces. So we're going to see if we get a rage quit here. And as you can see, General Grievous is doing his best to hold off this cavalry raid that Kami has done here in the backfield. And all the while,
They won't do shit.
it looks like the
horse guys, they're not. My cavalry is not attacking.
looks like Kami's holding the ground while Carroll gets across. This is a really good, really good artillery position that Carroll has set up here. So we'll see.
Well, my cavalry's all
We will
dead.
see what these
That's all
English
right.
can do.
They did their job.
They really can't set in one place with those rockets raining down on them. Looks like Carroll's men are starting to get into position. They've already crossed the river. These English did not prevent Carroll and Kami from crossing the river. And here's Carroll's unit. Looks like they're going to watch the rear guard here. And so the English are just sitting there taking a pounding. They're having to regroup after Carroll took out a whole regiment of artillery. So now they've only got these rockets in the back. Maybe a horse artillery up here. What is this?
Those rockets are so damn accurate as hell.
Ah. No need to fear.
All right, looks like Kami's holding the rear
Wise
guard.
man
Carroll's
won't
coming
suffer.
across to the left. So we'll see what Carroll does here. You can see the English are starting to push on their left, which is Kami's right. Not sure if he sees that yet. This is their light infantry. They're going to come across into these Jaggers, as well as Kami's regular infantry. This is Carroll's light infantry coming up. And he has his artillery pieces over here on the left-hand side. This is a really great position. Kami's left a unit in the back there, a couple units in the back as a rear guard. And it looks like the battle has begun on the right-hand side. Kami's moving his forces over to the right to keep them from flanking the units. They are being flanked. He's got to get those guys turned around or they're going to get a lot of shots in. These British irregulars are really putting a pounding on them. And the middle is kind of exposed. Here comes the English cavalry to that middle. They're hitting the irregulars. And those guys cannot get into a box position. They can put down spikes, I believe. I don't know that as well. Here comes the English cavalry on the left as well. Carroll's men doing the best they can to hold off that charge. Kami looks like he took the corner, so he's pretty much safe right there. Carroll's men are really boxed up, but I don't think these cavalry can hold out for much longer. Carroll's men are backing up, advancing in the opposite direction. Just getting his irregulars out of there, letting his regular infantry get into a box formation. Let's get an eye on this combat close up. Close up and bloody. You can see the English cavalry taking a pounding. A lot of dead horses on this field. And all the while, the rockets are coming in. Oh, the English have broken the middle. And here they come on Kami's flank. They have split these armies. Oh, this looks bad. Kami's men are getting hit from behind by the English cavalry. Carroll's men are boxed in. They've just broken free, and they're about to line up and make a push. Kami's men have all squared up. They're going to take on this English cavalry as well. And Kami's rear guard is coming up now. Looks like they're going to guard that middle pass. Carroll's men are just getting rifled from the right-hand side. His infantry is going to have to go into a L-shaped formation. They're trying to get in position. You can see one of his light foot units already taking heavy casualties. Kami's holding himself well. Look at this. This is pretty smart. He's got the box near the horses, and he's got his regular infantry line on the right. They are advancing. The English are really trying to box him in. Carroll's men have got a weak English right, so Carroll could curl these guys up and get an advantage and push them back toward Calmmist. Calmmist is taking a pounding on the right-hand side. Albert Oswald is pissed off. He lost all of his artillery to Carroll's attack earlier.
Our men are running, sir.
He's doing the best he can to push Calmmist off the field, but here comes Carroll, and he is making a push on that left. The English are not strong here.
Send the cold steel.
You see some of Carroll's irregulars are falling back here, but they are making the charge up the hill into the English ranks. And they've got to get close so these artillery, these rockets are not as effective. Carroll is pushing his cavalry up into the irregulars.
And the game won't give me confirmation for my cannons to kill these fuckers.
And Calmmist is pinned on the right. He's going to have to get support quick. So Carroll is doing his best.
I'm not really sure what happened.
Our men are running, sir.
Pretty good.
Kami's men are on an island. They are completely surrounded. He's going to have to back up to the water or change direction. That's what he's doing now. He's changing direction. He's hitting the left. He wants to get back and hook up with Carroll. Carroll is now pushing the English right. He's rolling them up the hill. Eventually, he'll be able to push down. General Grievous's men are running. Carroll's men are very strong. The English irregulars in the middle are also running. The question is, can Kami hold for any kind of time? He's not waiting. He is deeply engaged. Close-up fighting, hand-to-hand.
I'm telling these fuckers to run, but they won't.
Look at this. Look at this combat. The Prussians and the English, a bloodbath. He's still in a square formation. You can see the men fighting for their lives. Who's going to be able to pull through? And Carroll's men on the left, how are they doing? It looks like they've rolled that English right up.
To let me know my cannons are going to shoot where I told them.
Carroll's regrouping his men, going to make a second push.
Again, they're just going to fire wherever the fuck they want.
Oswald is now turned around and he's trying to assist General Grievous with Carroll. Carroll's men are in a strong position here. The English are making a push to Carroll's left. Kami's still holding out on that right-hand side over there. Let's get close into the action here. Down on ground level.
Fucking goddamn
You can see Carroll trying to get around that flank.
Yeah.
Kami is very frustrated. I can imagine he should be.
Our men are running, sir.
And
Love that when I join the chat, I just hear Calm me yelling. This pisses me the fuck off.
all right, and we've got Calmmist trying to hold. Carroll's back here as well. The ford is not necessarily in danger at this point. Carroll has tried to get the left flank from the English, but they kind of turned back around. These guys are pretty weak. Shouldn't take long. Carroll's men are taking a pounding from those rockets. That's an unfair advantage since that was not legal in this battle. That's neither here nor there. They're here, and that is what it is. Looks like Kami has lost the right completely. He's got some cavalry units out there. Maybe get to those rockets. That would be a good idea. And they're going to try to hold the fort and just give them some canister. In the meantime, Carroll's facing 2-on-1.
Your heads and mine.
Looks like he's pushed off the English there. He's got one right in his face here. And they're making a strong push. This is Albert as well as General Grievous coming toward Carroll up on the hill. His men are tired, but they're holding fast. This is a difficult position. And no help is likely to come. And they're closed off. This has got to do bad things for their morale. The English are just completely charging these guys. Getting in close. You can see all the way up and down the line, the English are charging the Spanish.
Beautifully executed cab charge.
And they're coming in close. This is hand-to-hand combat, folks. Bloody hand-to-hand combat. Carroll's men are running on the right-hand side. Looks like they broke, or he has reset them.
Fucking cannons won't do a goddamn fucking thing about it.
Carroll's men are running. Calmmist's pissed off.
Just immediately start turning to the left and shoot off that fucking way.
And the left has now broken as well. Looks like Carroll's got some cavalry coming back into the
There
rear.
you go again. Point the other goddamn fucking way.
Calmy is not having a good time with this. Carroll's men are completely cut off now. They're on an island. This is gonna be tough. These guys are gonna have to start thinking defense here on the other side of the river. The English have made a really strong push.
Our men are running for
But you can see the irregulars are getting a taste of Carroll's cavalry.
I got a damn confirmation of hitting something.
And those are all clicks. Oh, their horse is going down. The cavalry was defeated. These English are tough. They were the powerhouse of the day. So now it comes to a defensive stand.
No, that was a hell of a...
So they're going to have to defend here, crossing the river. See, Carroll's got, or Calmmist has got some guys pointed to the
They
right.
had the damn advantage. What the fuck?
I mean, we're gonna win. They still gotta come to us, and we got 6 units of artillery.
I got 2.
Yeah,
of their
Carroll's
damn
not
cannons.
wrong.
Yeah, I got the ones you didn't get.
The ones I couldn't get.
Yeah, seems like those rockets have stopped. So let's see it from the English advantage here, where they are coming across.
I guess I gotta watch the replay because you did something, but I don't know what you did because I wasn't watching you. But it wasn't, whatever you did, it wasn't right. It's fine. I just gotta tell you what not to do again. You know what I mean?
So the English are marching away,
Bayonet charge.
but they're getting shot by cannon the whole time. Not sure what they're doing
So I
here.
said, fuck it, bayonet, get in belt tight, and survived it.
No, something. I'm not really certain. I'll have to watch.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. These English are marching away.
Alright, listen. You see this sharpshooters that are coming up towards us? Hold fire. Prepare to fire on those guys. Okay, fire at will.
Here come the irregulars into the very mouth of the English, or the English are running right into the cannon's barrels. You can see them going down.
Yeah, aim at
We're
the
following
ground
in close.
and then go bowling. You know what I mean?
They're trying to stay in the trees here.
Cannons will do it.
We're in close with the English soldiers as they run across this field. Cannonballs are thick as mosquitoes. They're making their way in to the land bridge.
I think you got one unit facing the damn wrong way right there.
Now they're holding, just setting in the grass, and they're moving out. That's strange.
See, I didn't tell him. I told them both where to line up. You see what
So
I mean? This
what?
game has got more damn glitches you
Run
can
up
take
to
a
it.
stick at.
And then run away
That
from it.
unit came back after routing, and he came
And
back.
I told
I guess
them
the English
to,
thinks
separated because they were further
that they're going to come across the river after them. Why would they do that?
Line up from left.
Copy, listen. You did. This game isn't that glitchy. Only when you're playing, I guess. So funny. Are you bowling or not bowling?
I'm bowling.
All right.
My cannon ain't bowling.
So the English
There
are
you
setting
go.
back, and they're going to wait for Carroll's
Well,
men
see
to
how
come
far
after
those
them.
Cannonballs go. Let them keep retreating. We'll keep hitting them. That's fine. How do they have so? You did something. I'm gonna watch the replay just so I can bust your balls on what you did wrong. There's no way that they got that many guys left. My goodness.
Carroll's convinced Kami did
And of
something
course
wrong.
They're gonna go all the way back.
From my point of view, it just looks like the middle got open,
Need to fuck out.
and they spread out too far from each other. The middle got broken, and
well, I
both
know
armies
for
were
a
defeated.
fact that whenever I said run one cap or two caps to the left, two to the right, I mean I didn't mean go through the town.
That's what I thought you meant. And so I switched
No,
over and I
they're
brought
left.
them left. I brought them back around across the bridge by
Yeah.
where they should be and attack.
Yeah, they didn't see that charge coming.
No, they didn't.
Kami, yes
That
they
was
did.
fun. That was fun to play.
Carroll's like, yes, they did.
All right, listen, we got 40 minutes left. All right, listen, you stay right there. You keep firing.
Oh no! What has Carroll got up his sleeve?
Time for some invasive. What cavalry? We have none.
Okay, take what measly troops, get our cannons online, closer across the river, and just start shooting them.
Yeah, you just keep firing.
So the English are still.
'Cause these guys are
Making their
almost
way
out of
down.
range.
Almost.
I don't know if they can see him coming
Almost
back on
only
the right.
comes with hand grenades.
Albert's
and
coming down to the
sometimes-
right. Grievous is holding the back. Kind of a distraction.
Alright, he's doing something on the right.
All right, so Kami finally saw him on the right there.
Yeah.
It's hard to see him from their point of view. Remember, they're on the ground. All right, looks like Carroll is taking... Ooh, this is a risky move. Carroll. Okay, so now he's stopped. He's just getting a better position, it looks like, trying to put some fire on the English. Okay, he's coming back. He was trying to flank. Carroll loves to flank. He was trying to flank around him, but he's very exposed on that right-hand side with that bridge right there. They really don't have enough troops to do anything to hold it.
On the right side. Looks like he's hitting them in the back.
Looks like he's going to get in close and give him some canister fire.
Well, if you're not shooting, then I am hitting them in the back.
See what they do here. He's getting on the other side of the river. This is so risky. Balls of steel,
That
this
was
man.
A nice, lovely cannonball hit. Took out at least 15 in that unit.
What is he doing? Man, he's getting up in their throats here. Look at this artillery. He wants to get up close and give him some canister, but damn, boy, you're close. You can smell him from here, Carroll. When are these guys going to stop?
What's your artillery unit? You got
Oh,
anything
God.
Right there to your left.
It's fine.
I'm like Kami. I'm freaked out.
Dart, never gets shot. It's like a glue.
I'm gonna start shooting at those guys on your left.
Oh, man, what are they doing? God, he's crazy.
What's missing is
This
going
is a
in
crazy
these
man.
guys in the back.
I mean, I know he wants to give him the canister. He's just going to go to the town square. The clock tower. Save the clock tower. Let's see what he does here.
What you're trying to do, get all the way over to the other side to prevent them. Bring them in the grate.
How is this going to possibly work? This dude's got fucking balls of solid steel, man. This is insane. If I were the English here, I would just be charging with all I had to these men right here. But maybe that's the wrong call. I don't know. Carroll looks like he wants to get around him. Kami's throwing some rounds in at the English here. This is almost a modern pincer maneuver, but man, this is craziness. I guess he is drawing off this right flank pretty heavy. No one's affecting Kami here. And you can see the English are, in fact, chasing them, but they can't beat those horses. The horses are too fast. Once they got around that corner, there was no catching them. So let's see how this goes. This is interesting. Okay, now Carroll's setting up here. He's on the hill. Now the English have to come across this water, and they'll be facing canister fire as they do it. And it is a pincer. They've got them flanked. I mean, Kami's shooting into their back, and Carroll will be shooting into their front. If they come this way, the only thing is Carroll's guys will have to shoot through the town. And we're here with the artillery pieces on the field. You see? You're seeing what they see, which is a whole lot of nothing. And they're shooting over here on the right. There are English. They appear to be shooting high. It is hard to say. This appears to be the Dresden map. I didn't look that close. But the English are marching away. Oh, okay. If I hit spacebar, I can see exactly where the troops are. That's pretty cool.
I was actually trying to beat them so they couldn't cross to the town, but
Looks like they are coming that way. So we'll see if Carroll's men can hold them off.
Before I did, I guess.
So here come the irregulars. Carroll is just blasting this town. Oh, they're hiding behind the buildings. Look at them. I mean, that's smart. You got to give it to them. All right, doesn't look like Grievous is doing much on the right. Carroll is sending more troops over here in support. A couple units, not much left of them. 47 men here and 61 there.
This game got boring pretty quick.
But the general's in order, and the irregulars are hiding behind the buildings.
Coming up to the town now.
Yep. Got Kami.
So Carroll's repositioning himself. And these English are trying to get in behind him now. Looks like Carroll's held his fire. No reason to fire at buildings. And it looks like the English are going to let these Spanish units pass through. Yeah, I think at this point... Okay, Carroll's now shooting at those guys coming through the town. Trying to get a flank on Kami.
Oh
Carroll's moving the rest of his men.
Won't let me fucking move.
All right, so Kami's moving men over here to his right to take on the English. Carroll's shooting them from the other side. But most of those rounds...
Get on the horses.
Most of those rounds are in danger of hitting Kami. Yeah, so this is a tough position to be in. They've lost all their infantry for the most part. Kami's got a little bit left. He's trying to bring them over. He's got a couple cavalry as well. He's only got, what was that, one artillery piece left? Or is he bringing his other? This is artillery as well. Yeah, okay. He's got 3, so there's his other one. Okay, so Grievous is finally making a push here with his units. There's not much left. Carroll gave an ass whooping to Grievous. And these English units are kind of pinning Carroll here. And they're going to try to turn around and do in Kami over on the other side. These English look like they're trying to sneak around here. Or they just hiding behind the buildings as well. Yeah, I think they've got enough kills at this point. They think they're going to win the battle if it goes the distance in time. And here come the English. They're coming up to Kami. He's going to have to make a stubborn defense here. Are his guns prepared? Looks like they are. They need to give these boys the canister. All right, these guns are getting ready on the right-hand side. If he switches to canister, he should just be able to wipe these boys off the map. Let's see if Kami can just hold a defensive line and not get antsy and go attack. All right, let's see what this artillery can do to these irregulars. They have a longer distance. The irregular units do. There's the canister. Let's look at what happens to these boys now. All right, the irregulars are in the grass. Skirmishers as they were. Kami is giving them the canister. All right, and they're marching in. Oh, the ones on the right, they were wiped out. Now these boys see it. They're ducking down. Let's see what this rake of canister fire does. We are in amongst the English. See if they survive this next round. A canister. Oh, a large number of English soldiers are dead. And they are charging. Oh, there they go. They're running for it. Kami's line is held. A good defensive stand by Kami. It has Carroll's defense had to hold. Looks like the English are poking out. Getting a little bit of cannon action themselves. Yeah, both these armies are in a weird position because Carroll and Calmmist have all the artillery, and the English have all the units. And basically, this works to Carroll's and Calmmist's advantage because as the English run up into those cannons, they're just going to get mowed down. And so this actually works for them. Kami's cannons are firing across the river. They're firing downrange. I'm not sure why he's not firing at these guys straight across from him. But now he's backing up. All right, the English are making a attack on the right, but his position on the right's pretty good. I would hold that, and I would just, think about defense here, and make these cannons fire straight across. There you go. Give him the canister, Kami. And the English on Carroll's side aren't really doing anything, just kind of standing there. Alright, so Kami's got artillery shooting across. I would switch to canister and wait for him to come into range, honestly. But I'm not on the field. It's a lot easier from my perspective to say these things. Looks like the English really don't want to push Carroll too hard. And Grievous's men are getting shot down pretty well. Kami's skipping him across. Oh, is he going to get antsy and attack here? Or is he going to hold? Oh, Kami. There ain't no need to sacrifice those men, Kami. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Here he goes. Only 58 men. He wants to just get these guys, but they got three big brothers back here, Kami. 65, 141, and 144. Kami, what are you doing?
Golly, lighting this dude up.
Carroll is over here talking about this battle here. Not sure why this guy is moving these guys around.
Take all game, I guess. I'm picking them off all the time.
Kami's men are coming across just to get mowed down. Not sure what that was all about, Kami, but yeah, I guess he wanted to get rid of one more unit, huh?
You see that little island behind your men?
No.
There's one crossing behind your men.
He ain't crossing. I think Carroll thinks this guy can get across the river,
That's
but
where
he
you
can't.
ought to go.
Oh, Kami, don't move, man. Don't move. Stay where you are. Now, he can't hear me.
You're on canister shot.
But he is on canister. There you go. He's just raking them. And the English are running for it.
Cannon now. Cannon.
Yeah, Kami's holding a pretty good defensive line here. And Grievous's men are just kind of sitting there in range of these cannons. I'm not sure what they're doing. Either back off or make an attack. But Kami's right is strong, for sure, and Carroll's men are also strong. These English, I don't know what the hell this guy's doing over here. I guess he's just bored. But the great British here are trying to fight these Spaniards. Oh, did you see the hole blasted in that line? Jeez, another one. Look at this.
Well, I can't stop them from breaking these guys. I put a star on them, but they're still falling.
Oh, Kami's taking some shots over here. Oh, God, get up, get up, get up. All right, as long as he gives him the canister, he'll be fine. These English are making a push. What do they got? 128, 142, 147. Kami's got some men here. Just give him the canister, Kami. Give him the canister. Don't back off. His men are going down, but they're holding their morale. Up, here they come. Looks like this right artillery has finally met its match. It's down. Yeah, that guy's just holding Carroll at bay. Looks like they're finally making a push at Carroll here. Carroll's giving him the canister. All right, they held off one unit. Can they hold off the rest? Canister fire. Onto the land bridge. What are we going to get? Here they come. Oh, they're raking them with canister fire, and here comes the general. He is not fucking around. Look at this. Charging straight down the hill. Captain Carroll in command. One more English unit's running for their lives. Is he gonna survive? Canister fire raking, and they are. The English are running for their lives. So Carroll has held off the English army on the right-hand side. They're bringing up more troops. What is Kami doing on this side over here? He's not sitting still, folks. He's bringing up his unit to flank the enemy. Both of these attacks have failed. General Grievous is now coming over to support the English left, which has been absolutely decimated. Carroll's men still fighting on the right, or on his left-hand side. Here comes the general again, straight into the teeth of the British. 74 men. This is going to be tough. This is it right here. If these English don't run, it's going to be hard to hold this position.
Regroup! Into the breach, men!
Now they're attacking the cavalry, the artillery, I should say. Carroll's men still fighting. Will the English break? Yes. Carroll's withdrawing his artillery. Oh my God, they're going down. Carroll's men being killed.
Men are running.
And Carroll, his men are dead. And that horse artillery is trying to get the hell out of there. What's left of it?
One of my cannons got glitched. Ain't that a...
Sounds like he lost a cannon here. Two of them are running. Oh, one of them is now dead. Carroll's army is almost completely gone.
Makes me wish I never unlimbered him, or whatever. Limbered him up like...
Kami's still trying to hold this far left-hand side of the army
Our men are running, sir.
against insurmountable odds. Carroll's men are completely destroyed. Just about. He's got a couple guys over here. One artillery piece that's still alive. He's trying to hook back up with Kami around the back side. And I don't think Kami's going to wait around. He's coming after them. We've got an English regiment here. 3 of Calmmist units are coming to attack it. It's just a matter of time before those English get back across. Carroll's trying to get this horse artillery over. So here are the English with 64 men left. Calmmist is coming with 3 units and the general. And let's see what we get here. Oh, he's coming straight in with the general. And the English are falling back. They're running for it. So, well, they enveloped that 1 unit, but there are 3 more English units coming up the hill. Is Kami going to be able to get his men back into position before the English can get in there and do some damage? Looks like they got 112, 131, and 64. Ooh, this is going to be tough. Calmmist is down. He's 85, 60, and 60. Woo! This is going to be tough. 141 here. His left is pretty secure. He's going to need to defend this hill right here. This is going to be... Unless he can get this canister fire turned on these English, he's going to have a really hard time. So maybe he can get those artillery units up and defend them. I'm not sure what he can do here. Looks like he's trying to move them. 14 to 24. Now's really not the time. They need to be firing on those English. But he's probably trying to get them into position to do some damage with the canister. I don't blame him there. All right, so I guess he's unlimbering them now, just trying to get them turned to that position.
I just lost one of my cannons. He glitched up. I can't do anything. Fuck him.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it happened.
So it looks like the English army is doing a pretty good job here.
Alright, Kami, he's about to charge.
And
the 8th Life Regiment, bring him up. You're protecting a crossing that is irrelevant.
yeah, Carroll's right about that. You're going to need all the men you got, Kami. And this other horse regiment, I'm not sure what they're doing. They got 18. And I guess they're glitched because they're not moving. So can these guys get into canister range? Yeah, get your men back. Defend those cannons. That's all you can do. Put them in canister and just defend them. Make the British come into the canister fire. Kami's bringing his men up to go face to face. You don't need to do that, man. Give him the canister. Make them fight up close. You can see the English are down in that little ditch there. Kami needs to bring his men back. Here we go. This is going to be a hell of a combat.
Oh yeah, it is.
Countercharging, Kami. Everybody but your 8th Light.
Here they come.
8th Light. Countercharge them, Kami. There you go.
All right, here we go.
There you go. Turn that 8th
The
Light around.
battle is on.
You guys still there?
No.
Hello?
Look at the carnage.
You guys still there?
Yeah, dickhead.
What?
God, you're about to get muted.
What did I do?
That's a good call, Carroll.
It's obvious that I can hear you.
The English are running. Kami has pushed them back. Wow. Good call, Captain Carroll. Once again, never should have doubted you. And the other English have gone all the way to the other side of the map. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing.
All right, Kami. Hey, bring your cannons up to the woods on the right side on the hill. Yeah. Kami.
Yep, I copy. Right side in.
Yep.
So they're pursuing this English regiment because they will reform.
Hey, they finally unfroze.
Awesome. Take them with you. Your men are running the wrong way.
All right, so the English have reformed. Here they come again. 74. Kami should have this. His men have to get in position. And here goes Kami. He's charging him. This is a great tactic. But he stopped. I thought they were going to go hand to hand here. Make quick work of the English.
Actually, bring your cannons right to where my cannon is, Kami. And start bringing your men.
Here they go. They're all running at once.
So we can win this. We got like 17.
And the English are standing their ground for now, but here come the Prussians. Crashing like waves on the beach. And the English are running, but it's too little too late. They have been destroyed. And now the English have pinned themselves all the way against the corner of the map. Now, we've seen this before. It's a little different circumstances, but if they're going to allow Kami and Carroll to come up here and lay fire on them, this could be disastrous for the remaining English.
Kami.
Coming. I sent them and lined them up to your right.
No, change the plans. Go in the middle, right next to the river. Line your cannons up right there. Get them from hiding from the woods. Bring your men. Put them kind of in front of my cannons. We'll.
This battle has just been back and forth and back and forth. I mean, early on, Carroll and Kami made a good push, but the English took the advantage. But now, Carroll's men and Kami's men have made a great defensive stand.
Well.
And now they're just going to bleed the English.
He quit.
And
that's unfortunate.
It's over. Hey, man, that was a great battle. You guys did a great job.
Yeah, unfortunate for the rage quitters, though.
Still, it was a 40, 50-minute battle. I thought it was awesome. I mean, so what happened was when you guys went across the river, your armies got split up, and they were able to break the middle, and then it separated your army. So you got pinned on the left, Kami got pinned on the right, and your infantry got destroyed. So that's what happened early.
Yeah.
The middle fell apart.
Which is surprising with the cannons. I don't. That never happened.
Yeah, there were some irregulars there. They made a pretty strong push to that middle, and they pushed it out pretty good. But you guys made one hell of a defensive stand there. Kami at the end, I thought for sure your guys were going to be toast, but you guys did a great job there. All right, well, thank you, everyone, for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. If you like it, hit the like button, maybe subscribe. If you're on Twitch, give me a follow. Until next time, my name's JoeHova, and I'll catch you later.
But I pulled out of that with my
Goodbye.
and ran them back across, and that fucked them up. They didn't know where I was going.